guys, it's Mandy and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bummy, but we're gonna turn it around and we're gonna make it a learning experience. And these are step-by-step how to get through a breakup, how to get over a breakup. And I have made a video on watch this if you're going through a breakup, so go and watch that video because it's different from this one, but both are very, very valid. This one is strategic, step-by-step, what to do, how to get over a breakup. Those of you already know I've been through it very, very recently. It's been 2 months, over 2 months now, and I'm going through it myself, but through my own experience, I have learned what works and what to do and how to go about doing it. And it's easier for me to relate to you guys because I'm going through it myself. And as sad and as soul crushing as it is, you know, like you can't pitch a tent and live in that sadness and in that depression and in that bad place. You know, like I have a career, I have a life, I'm young, I can't live within that dark, dark, dark place, you know? Like I have to like look up at the sky and see the stars that are the people that are gonna get me through it. And you're gonna get through it too. But this is step by step, how to get through a breakup, how to get over a breakup, and sit back, relax, enjoy, take notes. Let's get started. Number 1, cry and feel everything. Don't like push it down or push it to the side or try to numb yourself. You know, like it's important to cry, get it out, talk about it, you know, feel everything, because all of those feelings just mean that you're alive and mean that you're a human being and you're gonna learn from it. And there's no like high without the low, without feeling the low. And it's really important for you to just let it all out, cry, get it out of your system, grieve, mourn, do whatever you need to do for the first little while to like feel and live through the pain of it all, because it's so real and it just means that you're alive and it's just part of the human experience. And if you like push those feelings down, guess what? They're coming out eventually, and they're gonna come out when you least expect it or when you least want it to. Weeks or months later, it's better to just get it out of the way now. Number 2, distract yourself. Go out with your friends. Have a good time. Have some fun. Indulge. Treat yourself. Go shopping. Buy something nice for yourself. Go out with your friends. Dress up. You know, like have fun. Like you need to have fun. You can't just sit at home and cry day after day after day after day. Like, no, you're single. Be with your friends. Your friends are gonna lift you up. Your friends are gonna be there. They're gonna listen to you. They're gonna make you feel good about yourself. And, you know, if you're a girl, you know, and this is like mostly towards like girls with a breakup of a guy, monogamous, like heterosexual, but like I think like it applies to everyone. It applies to all genders, it applies to all relationships, I feel like. But it's just like from my point of view, like it sounds more like girl towards guy breakup kind of thing, because that's what I've been through, that's what my experience. But yeah, go out with your friends, distract yourself, have a good time. Don't just sit and dwell on what just happened. Number 3, and this is very, 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 very important. You can train your brain into like getting through a breakup and getting over somebody. You can like, this science, like the science of the brain is very, very interesting. You are not a slave to your mind. You can train your brain into thinking specific things and not just like dwelling on the situation and feeling sad and whatever. Whenever you feel sad, okay, so make a list on your phone. If you have your phone, go to your notes and make a list of every single thing that you dislike about the person. Make a list about every single thing that, like every reason not to be in a relationship with that person and every single thing that you dislike about the person. And details matter. Make it a long list. It doesn't matter. The longer the better. And every time you feel sad or you want to text that person or you want to call that person, go to the list, read the list, and it'll help. It'll do wonders. And every time that happens, every single time you think about that person, you want to call that person, you feel sad, and you look at the list, your brain will start automatically thinking the list every time you think something sad. Sad, list. Reasons not to be with a person. Reason why you dislike them. Reasons why, you know, cons to being with that person. And it'll just kind of like click. Every single time you think something of that person, you can literally train your brain into automatically referring to the list in your mind. Number 4, if you have that person on your phone, and you know, because I did it, I changed the I customized the ringtone when they called, I customized the text tone when they called. And every time you see their name pop up on your phone, you're used to routine of when that person pops up on your phone, or you hear that text tone, or you hear that ringtone, you're used to like feeling those emotions and feeling those feelings of like, oh, like they texted me, oh, like throughout your relationship, that text tone or that name on your phone meant like, oh, you love that person and you miss that person, you can't wait to open the text. And when you hear those constantly, you're gonna resort to those emotions and those feelings, and you're just gonna feel worse. So right away, delete all the pictures, change the text tone, change the ringtone, change their name on your phone. Do it like something productive like you deserve better or UDB. I learned that watching a YouTube video. I'll link it below in the description. It really helped inspire me for this video and helped get me through my breakup. You just acronym YDB, you deserve better, and only you know, only you can see it. So like when they come up on your phone, you already have a message to yourself of you deserve better. And you're not gonna be triggered by those old emotions by hearing that text tone or seeing that name. Better yet, just delete that person altogether. If you're like me and you know you've been in a long-term relationship and the breakup wasn't a bad breakup and you have mutual love and respect for that person, there really is no need to delete them or block them, but definitely to disregard any old feelings coming up or any triggers. Change their name, change the text tone. Train your brain. There's a science to it. Number 5, only speak to the people that you absolutely trust and that you know are going to listen to you. You know, like when I went through my breakup, there were so many people that would kind of just come up and be like, oh, like, so you guys don't love each other anymore, or you guys just gave up on each other, or you aren't willing to like put in the effort or put in the work, or like, I'm gonna really miss him, or, you know, just make you feel even worse than what you're already feeling. And those aren't the types of people that you want to surround yourself with or like talk to about the problems or talk to about your emotions and what you're going through. You want to like talk to your closest trusting friends that are going to listen and that are going to help get you through it, not make you feel worse. And there's so many people out there that are going to make you feel worse, and it sucks. Avoid them. One thing that really helped me make my decisions and feel the way I'm feeling and kind of like training me to like do what I think is the best for me. And you know, because it's hard when you're in it and you're in love, you're blinded by that. But for me, I'm a friend that gives really good advice, and I'm a friend that like will tell you how it is. And for me, for the first time in my entire life, going through a breakup, I kind of took a step back and I looked upon the situation as if I was a friend to the person going through it. And what would I tell my best friend if she were going through what I was going through? And what would I want for her in the best interest for her? And as hard as it was for me to come to the decisions of breaking up, I kind of just went through the motions. Like, I feel like my soul, like my heart, wasn't involved in it. It was just like strategic, like what is the best thing to do for me if I was telling my best friend who would be going through the same thing, what would I want for her and what would I think was best for her? And I did that for myself. And as hard as it was and as like difficult as it was, I kind of just had to do it and like go through the motions, because if you are somebody who's giving advice to your friends and, you know, expecting them to do something that you know is the best for them, do it for yourself. Don't be a hypocrite. Take your own advice. Number 6, start working on yourself, your career, your hobbies, your like whatever it is about yourself that you need to work on. Like for me, I knew that I needed to eat better and I needed to go to the gym more. I needed to better my, like, the health of my being, because when you're in a relationship, you kind of just let yourself go and you get comfortable and, you know, you don't really prioritize health. So that's something for me that I really like knew I needed to work on. And also like my faith, going to church more, reading the Bible more, you know, working harder to like have a better relationship with God in my faith. But for some other people, it's focusing on schoolwork or focusing on your career path, focusing on your family, on your friendships, just whatever it is, like your mind, body, and soul, prioritize it and work on that, because now that you're single, you're not gonna get into another relationship right off the bat. You shouldn't. So work on yourself, prioritize yourself, better yourself. Number 7, accept what has happened, what you cannot control, and move forward. If you're still feeling angry, sad, depressed, shocked, disappointed, then all of those feelings are still there, and you need to work towards feeling, not like feeling nothing or like feeling numb, but accepting the reality of it, accepting that it's happened and that it's in the past and there's no control and there's no going back, and you have to move on, you have to move forward. And this is so important, because people who are like talking about their exes all the time and every day and every hour for months and months and months, and like is angry and is like bitter and all this stuff, like if you have hate in your heart or anger in your heart, you're only bringing yourself down and you're annoying everybody else around you. Nobody wants to hear about the same story over and over and over and over again for months and months and months and months. Like, okay, the first couple weeks, the first couple months, sure, but then you have to like accept it and move forward. You have to learn from it and you have to grow from it. Like, part of accepting it is knowing that you learned something from it. Now you're gonna take what you've learned from this relationship and you're gonna apply it in your next relationship. All the, you know the red flags, you know your dislikes, you know your likes. Now it's time to upgrade, kind of thing. And a part of accepting it and stuff is accepting yourself and being okay with being alone. It's really important for you to learn how to be alone with yourself and love your own company and be more independent. Number 8, go on a trip. Get away, get out of the house. Even those introverts, I know you're watching this, get out of the house. Go somewhere. Like, go somewhere fun. Go to the beach. Go on a trip. I'm going away. I'm going to New York City in August. Like, I needed to get away. I needed to plan a trip. I need to look forward to something. I want to be somewhere that isn't here and just have fun and distract myself and create new experiences for myself. And I can't wait, and it's really important. Like, trips don't even exactly mean like out of the country or spending a lot of money. Like, go on like a drive, go on a little road trip, like book an Airbnb somewhere, or like stay with your family somewhere else. Like, just whatever it is, Get out of the house, get out of this funk that you're in, and have something to look forward to. For me, planning a trip and planning the itinerary and the activities and things that I want to do and places I want to go and things I want to see and experience puts me in a really good mood. I love trip planning. So get out of the house. Number 9, don't sit around and wait for that person to fight for you, for that person to change, for that person to see what they did that was wrong and like apologize. Don't wait for that person. Do not wait. I literally can't stress this enough. Like, you are only hurting yourself in doing that. Like, you need to move on, you need to start over, you need to live your life. You need to meet new people. Meet new people, make new friends, you know, go out and explore your options. Don't sit around and wait for somebody. You can't change people. You can't waste your time waiting for people. You really want to like end up with somebody that you said like, oh, I had to wait for them to love me, or I had to wait for them to want to be with me, or like, that's not love. That sucks, and that's pathetic. Don't do that. Number 10, don't ever settle in your next relationship. It's time to date. It's time to start going on dates. Try online dating, try meeting new people, going to new groups, being a part of different, you know, social things. When you start dating again, do not settle. Even if you're still feeling heartbroken or still feeling sad, don't like lunge for the first person that gives you attention or the first person that gives you a compliment or anything like that. Remember all the things you learned from your past relationship and apply them to your next one. What were your likes? What were your dislikes? Where are your standards now? And apply them. You don't want to downgrade, you don't want the same, you want to upgrade and keep upgrading. Keep kissing those toads until you find your prince, honey, like you will. And like even the men in this situation, keep kissing your toads until you find your princess kind of thing. Like, I know that doesn't really apply to that metaphor because, you know, tradition. But anyways, I'm talking to all of you, any gender, any person that is going through a breakup. These are the steps to take to get through it. And I promise you, if you apply what I'm telling you, you will get through it. Everyone's different. For some people it takes days, some people it takes weeks, months, years. You will get through it and you will meet somebody else. I promise. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, please click that thumbs up button and hit subscribe if you haven't already, and click the notification bell because I do make videos every single week. I love you guys so much. Bye.